It's time for Dallas Cowboys preseason football from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, the entertainment capital of the world. It's the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And welcome to Dallas Cowboys football preseason game number 2. Bill Jones along with former Cowboy Isaiah Stanback. And this, believe it or not, is day number 28 of training camp for the Cowboys. And it's a big day for the first-round draft pick, Tyler Guyton, as well as the third-round pick, Cooper Beebe, who are both going to have opportunities against a Raiders team that should play its starters in the early going in this game. Let's start with Tyler Guyton. His hands are full tonight.
Yeah, his hands are definitely full, possibly going against one of the league's best defensive ends, and that of Max Crosby. If he sees him, he's going to get some real quality reps against somebody who's one of the most proven pass rushers in the league, which is going to be important for him because when you open up this season against the Cleveland Browns, you're going to be facing the league's best in Myles Garrett.
All right, and Cooper Beebe, how about this week in practice, joint practice with the Los Angeles Rams? He took first-team reps, and the coaches have high hopes for Cooper Beebe.
They have high hopes, but they also have a lot of encouragement because what he showed last week against the Rams. There was something that he put on that film that jumped off for them, and now they have opportunity to see exactly how impactful he can be against, again, one of the league's best, and Christian Wilkins on the interior defensive line now. Can he hold his ground there? If he can, he might find himself in a starting position.
And, of course, one of the big storylines of this preseason for the Cowboys, the quarterback situation. Cooper Rush started last week against the Rams, had one series, one big pass to Jalen Guyton. Then we saw a whole lot of Trey Lance with 41 attempts in that game, and we're going to see a whole lot of Trey Lance again tonight, Isaiah.
And we absolutely need to. He needs to. He doesn't have a lot of experience in this league, but he's going to have plenty of reps tonight. Last week he did a good job of sitting in the pocket, standing firm, delivering the ball. There's going to be a lot of passes that he wants to run back from last week, a little bit inaccurate at times, but he's going to continue to lean on the things that he does best, and that is using his athleticism. He had a 44 yards on the ground last week. You'd like to see him continue to improve on that, but I think he wants to improve on his passing ability to show these coaches that he's capable of moving these chains in this league.
All right, should be a fun night here in Las Vegas. It's the Cowboys and the Raiders. The kickoff is straight ahead from Allegiant Stadium. The Cowboys are home sweet home, finally, after 31 days in California. This is preseason game number 3. The Dallas Cowboys hosting the Los Angeles Chargers from beautiful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys football. Bill Jones along with former Cowboy Isaiah Stanback. Yes, NFL teams have to be down to 53 players by Tuesday. It's a 90-man roster right now. This is a very important day for so many players on this Cowboys team.
Yeah, and I understand it all too well, Bill. Back in my playing days, I seem to always be playing in these games where you have to show up and show out in order to ensure that on Tuesday you have yourself a 53-man job.
The countdown to kickoff continues here, and the countdown to the season for Trey Lance. It is a third straight preseason appearance for him, and the improvement he made from week 1 to week 2 is pretty impressive.
Yeah, and Cowboys fans are rejoicing because this is the third time tonight that he will be touching the field as a Dallas Cowboys, and he has shown nothing but growth. We all understand that he doesn't have a lot of on-field experience, and now coming into the Dallas Cowboys, you're seeing him make better decisions. You see him get more accurate, and most importantly, he has 0 turnovers this preseason, and statistically, he's the best quarterback in the league right now.
He is. He's played more than any other quarterback in the league this preseason as well, but you look at the numbers for him through 2 preseason games, and he looks to improve on that today.
Yeah, and I'm looking for him to continue on his decision making. He's been a little bit hesitant in terms of pulling the trigger on the ball. Now he needs to get into the groove. He's getting more confident. He's getting more comfortable. Now go ahead and throw the ball before guys get open. Go ahead and take a little bit more risk because now you have shown that you're capable of moving the chains.
He became a Cowboy 1 year ago this weekend. Trey Lance getting the start at quarterback for the Cowboys. It's the Cowboys and the Chargers. The kickoff straight ahead. Cowboys and the Chargers, 2 minutes left here in the first half. A couple of big plays gave the Chargers a 2-touchdown lead in this game at 17-3, but the Cowboys now threatening. Mike McCarthy looking at the play sheet. He's not calling plays today. The quarterback's coach, Scott Tolzien, is calling plays. Game brought to you by United Ag and Turf, the official ag and turf equipment supplier of the Dallas Cowboys.
You know, I love situational football, Bill, down here on the 9-yard line, down by 14. Do you want to score a touchdown immediately, or do you want to take some time off the clock?
You don't want to sack.
You do not want to sack. But you're going to force Harbaugh now to use some timeouts because he wants to get the ball back for his offense.
It was Chris Collins with the sack, the rookie college free agent out of Minnesota. For a loss of 3 yards. Second down. Seems like we were in the same position Saturday night in Vegas, and Trey Lance threw a touchdown pass to Brian Flanoy. And the Raiders got the football, and the Cowboys got a stop. And then we got in position where to see Trey Lance stop the clock after a long run inside the 50-yard line, and Brandon Aubrey kicks a 66-yard field goal to end the half. We're in the same situation. So the Cowboys could score not once but twice in a minute 51. How's that for positivity?
Looks like we got one-on-one on the left side of your screen.
One left side of your screen. And there it is, Ryan Flanoy. It wasn't the right side, it was the left side this time. And the rookie out of Southeast Missouri State.
I like it. I like it a lot. I think Trey Lance likes it a lot too. One-on-one, baby. How dare you one-on-one? Didn't you see the tape from last week? Give you a little stutter, double stutter. Your eyes get caught in the backfield. Ball's put on the money. Outside shoulder, upfield shoulder. Ryan Flanoy out there with the double time. Touchdown last week, touchdown this week. Opposite ends of the field. Either way, it ends with 6 points. Good job by those two.
Flanoy. It rhymes with annoy.
Oh.
Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers annoyed by Ryan Flanoy right there. And Brandon Aubrey with the extra point. The stage is set for another 66-yard field goal from Brandon Aubrey coming up in a matter of moments here. The Ford scoring drive for the Cowboys, 74 yards in 13 plays. It was Trey Lance to Ryan Flanoy. Ford is the best in Texas. So how about the touchdown drive by Trey Lance? What do you see out of Trey here, Isaiah?
His confidence. You see him there picking apart the cover 2 defense, taking the easy plays right in front of him, just making really positive plays. You see he's had the one interception that was just an amazing play by Johnson on the other side, but using his athleticism to get first downs, move the chains. That's how you could be a nemesis for the opposing team. And then dropping dimes whenever they choose to play man-to-man on your #1 receiver in the preseason.
Even the improvement on the fades. Remember the week 1 against the Rams, who overthrew the fade in the end zone on the left side. Ball goes incomplete. Looking for Jalen Johnson.
And that's a major incompletion as we start continuing to talk about situational football. Now that stops the clock, right? So now you're down to second down. You have 2 timeouts left. Whatever happens here, run or pass, obviously Mike McCarthy and Zimmer and the rest of the squad can now call back-to-back timeouts to give you well over a minute of playtime left if you can get a stop on these next 2 plays.
And with a minute 42 left, you could actually let the clock run down. Just use 1 timeout and keep 1 in your hip pocket to use like you did a week ago. Easton stick over the middle, but there it goes out of the hands again of Jalen Johnson, goes incomplete. A second timeout for the Cowboys there.
That is a second gift because he had way too much time to sit back there in the pocket. Got to do a good job, better job, Dallas Cowboys, that is, of getting some pressure. That's just a pure drop. And another stop of the clock for the Dallas Cowboys. They're just giving gifts in the month of August right now.
Rookie out of East Carolina, Jalen Johnson. So 3rd and 10.
Looking to try to get some pressure here. Carl Lawson, okay, Al-Qadim Muhammad out there on the defensive ends. Can they get home or at least force an errant pass?
Bringing the linebacker up the middle, bringing Marquise Bell as well. Flushed out, stick throws downfield, and the ball batted away by Israel Mukwamu. Looking for Jalen Gill. 3 and out, and Trey Lance will get another chance on offense.
This is what you call team defense here, Bill. Defensive ends are working. The interior defensive line is working. Okay, we got pressure coming. Buddy Johnson blows up the running back. Marquise Bell roams free. And then you get the quarterback coming out the pocket, allowing Israel Mukwamu to come up there, get the PBU, the pass breakup, and then you force a 4th down, punt the ball. Now your offense gets the ball back with almost a minute and a half left on the clock and a pocket full of timeouts in their hand.
Iron Billy Johnson from his own 12-yard line. Straight upfield for about a 15-yard return. Cowboys will take over on offense. Closed captioning brought to you by the Texas Lottery, making this Cowboys preseason football telecast accessible to everyone regardless of hearing abilities. Cowboys scratch tickets are here. Play today. So the Cowboys take over with 1:18 left in the half. The Chargers had the football for all of 28 seconds on that possession.
Yeah, that's bad clock management by the Chargers, but what an opportunity for Trey Lance and this Cowboys offense to show what they're capable of. Interesting choice for Royce Freeman to be in here in a 2-minute offense situation. He gets the ball as well.
There's Freeman for a pickup of about 7 yards. Cowboys with 2 timeouts left.
Oh, a lot of time running right now, down to 1 minute and 2 seconds. Want to get the ball snapped, get on the other side of the 50-yard line.
And over the middle, John Stevens Jr. inside the 40. Ball comes out. And the Chargers have it.
That's not what you want to see. John Stevens Jr. with a good route down the middle, but the ball security. Number one thing on the field, the most important thing on the field is that ball. Doesn't matter that you ran a good route. Doesn't matter that you made a good catch. You have to secure the rock, and there's always the guy that you don't see behind you that punches it out.
And an inbounds. DJ Turner makes the catch, and it's going to be enough for a first down at the 8-yard line.
We start getting down to those short distances, you guys, is all about leverage. You see it here, just step to the outside. If you don't jump to the outside, you're going to give up an easy pass and catch. You keep bringing it up, but it keeps happening.
And down to the 5-yard line goes Dylan Lobby.
So much of zone, Bill, is all about a leverage game. It's all about where you line up. What things are you willing to give up? You know, you start doing a process of elimination based upon their alignment. I believe they're going to do this. And that's where film study really comes in. And that's why these young guys are going to have to learn that from some of these veterans so that they can jump on some of these plays.
Nick Vigil, a veteran, and along with Damian Wilson at linebacker for the Cowboys, being tested here. And wide open is Harrison Bryant for the touchdown. Easy pickings for the Raiders there.
Mike Zimmer trying to figure out exactly what happened. You're going to have play action coming right down. You're going to have these linebackers who are simply just jumping up. Linebackers jumping up. Eyes are in the backfield. And now what are you going to do? You have somebody running over the top. You lose leverage. The only man that can guard him is the linebacker that was on the inside who was actually stepping up to the line of scrimmage. Got caught up in the wash, as we say. It's an easy touchdown for the Raiders. Now they're going for 2.
13-12 game.